This video is walking you guys through your third essay assignment, which is focused on Death of a Salesman. So this is a drama that we obviously read together in this unit. So you are going to choose one of the major themes found in Death of a Salesman, and you're going to write an argumentative essay looking at how that theme is portrayed through the play, through using specific literary elements related to the genre of drama. So there are a lot of things you could talk about. This is just a small number of options, but you could talk about things like the futility of the American dream, the idea of guilt in the past, or redemption, if that's of interest, male-dominated relationships, individualism and capitalist society, the pitfalls of American consumerism, so on and so forth. So you should focus your analysis on that text, looking at specific literary devices related to this genre of drama, the structure of drama, tone, etc. And then use the lectures that you've seen in this unit to help guide your analysis and in previous units as well. So remember to integrate that specific literary terminology, that's dialogue, or in this case, stage directions, or character development, or setting, plot, conflict, whatever it might be, and that thematic foci. So you are required to use one scholarly source from the library database to support your analysis. Obviously, you have a journal assignment that goes with this, so you're already doing that. So make sure that you are pulling out specific quotes related to that article, from that article, that are related to your topic of interest here, that support your analysis. And when you look in the database, you'll find a number of different articles around Death of a Salesman. Obviously, it's a very famous play. So choose the articles that really support and fit with your analysis directly. Your essay has to be 2.5 to 3.5 pages in length and is due on Sunday, May 7th at 11:59 p.m. So that means to the middle of the second page at minimum. You can always write more, you can't write less, and you can always have more than one source if you want. You just have to have a scholarly source. Everything checked for plagiarism requires standard MLA. Make sure you write them at a minimum length, like I said, 2.5 pages, I apologize, and use proper citations. And then a bibliography is required, obviously, with the source, the scholarly source, and the primary source, the text itself. Again, as always, this is purposefully broad because I want you to be able to choose the thing that is of the most interest about Death of a Salesman for you to talk about. So for you, if that's looking at Willie's relationship with his sons, that's something that could be interesting, the conflict there, or the dynamics of a father-son relationship at this time. If it's more of a social aspect that interests you, a theme, or a motif that you see in the play, that could be really interesting. If you want to talk about, you want to look at it from sort of a gender dynamics, you could look at the role of Willie's wife. You could look at the role of the women in the play altogether. There's a lot of different things you could talk about. You could talk about symbolism, you could talk about character development, plot, setting, conflict, theme. Go back to, if you need some ideas, go back to the unit number 1 essay assignment, and there is a list, if you remember, of all the different literary elements and devices you may want to consider. So again, keep the focus narrow. You don't want to go too broad. You don't want to try and talk about too many things. So I would choose maybe one primary area to focus on, character development, or plot, or conflict, or setting, whatever it might be, theme. And then from there, think about the other literary elements that are included. So that could be, a certain symbol that's utilized to help convey a certain theme, or how maybe the setting or the conflict contributes to that character development. And again, integrate that literary terminology in there as well. So you should have good evidence from the text, which in this case would be the play. So you'll have quotes directly from the play that show your audience what you're talking about. And then you'll also want to have good evidence from your required source as well. So have a fully developed argumentative thesis statement, a close analysis of the works, ample evidence to support your claims from the primary and secondary sources, proper page length MLA, proper number of sources and citations, And a fully developed essay structure is always a good intro, clear main ideas with evidence and logical reasoning and analysis and a conclusion. And then everything is carefully and clearly organized. So what you don't want to do, make sure you don't do this, is recap what happens. Don't just tell your audience, this happened and this happened and this happened. Instead, choose specific moments from the play that speak to those certain literary elements that you want to look at, and then pull out the meaning or the purpose behind those. Why does the author utilize those specific devices as you analyze how they put this meaning into the play? And the thing that differentiates this from your previous essays really is looking at how this is done, on stage. It's a visual medium, so how does the dialogue or the stage directions or things like that also contribute to this? So if you have any questions, let me know, but otherwise that is your essay assignment. And the important thing about this one is we have a very short time once you submit this for me to grade these. So I'll be grading these during finals week. So there is no time to request or chase down any missing assignments. So this must be due at the deadline. There are no exceptions, no extensions or anything like that on this one. So please make sure that when you submit it, it is submitted successfully, that it renders on screen. If you can't see it, I can't see it. So make sure it is there and that there is something for me to grade. Thanks.